What's up, everybody? I want to do a very quick product review. So this thing is called Sugru. It's a silicone-based glue. It's like a malleable glue. It says it's waterproof, weatherproof, shows you everything there, shock resistant, blah, 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 blah. So it's like a malleable glue. Apparently it comes in these little packs. Now this thing isn't super cheap, I'm not going to lie to you. It does cost quite a bit, and normally it's like, I've gotten this before, like a little 3-pack. And they give you all these like examples of things you can do. You can mold it and use it to like, right here, use it to like make little clamps for cables and all that. But honestly, one stick, you might end up having to use like a stick and a half just for like basic stuff. So with that being said, I have this old beat up charging cable. See, it's kind of frayed and the cables are kind of exposed there. Same thing with the other end of it. Pretty beat up. I tried taping it and salvaging it that way, but it looks pretty bad. So what I'm going to do is use some of this malleable glue and try to fix this thing. So pause real quick and get right back to it. Okay, so I removed the old electrical tape. It's kind of still has a lot of stickiness to it. Let's put that down. I think since the cable's already pretty jacked up, I'm probably going to end up using the, I don't know, I'll use the white just to kind of keep it cohesive. And I tested this cable out. It does function. It's just this exposed cable was making me real nervous. So let's try this out. Okay, so now I have the electrical tape off, and all you do is take this out the pack, and you have to let it sit for a few hours. It says 24 hours for it to fully, I guess, harden to the point where it's, you know, fully functional. So, let's see here. Not the easiest thing to remove. But you can see it's just a tiny little sliver. It kind of feels like almost like Play-Doh. I don't want to use the whole thing on one side, so I'm going to split this up a little bit and try to cover as much as that frayed end as I can. And this is just meant to kind of fix things like this, and on the examples they give are like fixing cups and all this extra stuff, but honestly I don't know if I'd try it on there. I'd mainly use it on electronics like this. But just kind of shape it to the form you want, and try to make it all nice and even. So that's one side. I've tried this before and I made the mistake of just leaving it at the bottom, and all that does is kind of adds added stress to the point that's already kind of cracked and stuff, so I don't want to do that. So that side's pretty decent. So now I'm gonna flip this around here, get this side. And this one's pretty bad. You can see the exposed cable there. So again, just kind of getting a piece, forming it around there. And again, I'm not sponsored by this company. I just wanted to check out this product, see if it does what it says it's going to do. I tried it once before and had some success, although because I didn't place it in the right position, it kind of started falling apart after a little bit because of like where the stress points were on this thing. So now I figured if I put it high enough on this cable, it won't have that same issue. Okay, I'm just kind of forming it with my fingers a little bit. Just want to make sure I get enough over the main part that was actually cracked and stuff. So now it's nice and sealed there. Again, this feels like kind of like a Play-Doh, kind of sticky. Has a slight smell to it. It's not super strong, but if you're looking for like, you know, a quick gift for the holidays to fix some electronics, this might be a way to go. So I'm I'm gonna let that sit there overnight. Let's make sure there's any more in this. Use every little bit of this I can. This thing's not cheap. I'll put a link in the description below if you're interested in trying this yourself. So a little bit I was able to salvage. Just kind of thicken up this side a little bit more. Blend that in there. Okay. Smooth it out with my fingers a little bit. Okay. All right. So now, let that sit for 24 hours. Come back to it tomorrow. Wash my hands. And we'll see if it hardens and does its thing. And with the power of movie magic. So this has been curing for 24 hours. And here's the final result. It's completely dried. Smooth to the touch. Now that I smoothed out all the lines. Kind of bend the cable there. So the exposed cable is completely covered. Apparently this is supposed to be like, you know, weather resistant and all that stuff. I don't plan to test that theory out. But just wanted to show you guys the end result there. It looks pretty interesting. It seems pretty sturdy, has like a little bit, like a little give to it, but it's done what I needed it to do. It's covered the exposed cable. Anyway, guys, that was my very quick kind of review of this Sugru malleable glue. These are like on Amazon and a few other spots. I'm not sponsored by this company, just wanted to kind of give you some ideas of possible gifts to give for the holiday, for repairing items. Again, the inside of it has like a little explanation of how to use it. You just stick it, mold it, and let it sit for 24 hours. Yeah, turns out pretty good. Come in a few different colors, not a grand variety. There's like black, white, I think there was like a gray pack. These aren't the cheapest. I will be putting a link to the one I got if you're curious. And that's it.